Next one. So if you need details of financial table, Excel sheet, and how to build a successful F45 in Asia, and how to build the community, and how to do the marketing, and then you want to see the testimonial of the franchisees, feel free to email me and then PM me on LinkedIn. I'll send it to you straight away. And let's welcome Tech to introduce us a bit of his F45 journey. Tech is the owner of F45 in Kovan. Tech is very, very experienced with F45. I have to say, probably he's more experienced than I am with the workouts, with the system, with how to run the successful studio. People told me that F45 would only work in the like Orchard Road or Bukit Timah Road and all of that, but Kovan is in our heartland, and we are very happy to see he's running a very successful studio. So the floor is yours, Tech. Feel free to share a bit of your journey with F45. How did you know about F45 to start with?
Sure. Thank you, Zhao, for having me on board, and hello to every single person out there that's joined us. Yeah, so and nice photos, Zhao. I don't know where you found that from, but good one. Alrighty, guys. So my journey with F45 began in 2017. Prior to that, I was doing other things, 24/7 fitness and PT and so on. And then obviously I've heard of F45. At first I thought it was a gimmick as well. It wasn't going to last. Obviously I didn't know much about it, so that was my initial assumptions. And then I walked into a studio for the first time in 2017, and no word of a lie, I walked in for a workout, and by the end of the workout I said, I need to own a studio. And then I pursued that venture, and within 6 months I was working on a studio of my own with my current business partner at the time, who owned already an existing studio. So we partnered up for the second studio, and amongst us both, we owned and operated 2 studios together in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. And yeah, and obviously it's been a great journey, and I've fallen in love with the product and the programming, and especially the community, and obviously the impact that we can have on people's lives. So therefore, yeah, so that's how I started, and obviously that passion has brought me to Singapore to want to obviously replicate the impacts that we had in Sydney. And I saw the hype that was happening in Singapore with F45, especially Xiao behind it, driving it. And I thought, what a great time to come over in Singapore. So, and here I am, operating a studio in Kovan in the heartland. And it's been an amazing journey, and we've only just started.
Great. How's your F45 journey in Singapore to start from the inquiry stage and then until your opening? How did that go?
Yeah, the legal, all that side of things with Xiao has been seamless. Communication has been prompt, has been clear, has been efficient. So, I kind of fault Xiao in that area there. In terms of the opening, I mean, obviously we had a bit of delays out of F45's control with the development here, because it was a brand new condominium development, residential, commercial. So that was, heavily delayed for about 4 to 5 months, which pushed our opening back all the way up until just last December. So we opened up on the 21st of December of last year. So our pre-sale campaign extended a lot longer than what I initially planned. We ran a pre-sale campaign of up to, I think it was close to 4 months by the end of it, which was great though, because we opened up, just to share with you guys, we opened up with just over 135 members on pre-sale. And a few dropped off as well because we were so heavily delayed. They were getting impatient, and obviously they didn't want to wait. But yeah, we would have had easily well over, could be 140, 150 members on opening. So exceeded my expectation. And since opening, 21st and December, honestly, it's never a great time to open up a studio. People are thinking about Christmas, about holidays, etc. So, but we were so heavily delayed. We just wanted to open the studio for our community. And I'm grateful that we did in hindsight now, because we're in the 3 months from December to, March, April, we were able to build a solid base for our studio, really cement the diehard F45 Kovan guys. And then, as you know, COVID hit. And now, because we've got that solid base, we're able to transition into live workouts, and a lot of our members have stuck with us with live workouts. and then the other guys are patiently waiting for operations to get back to normal in studio, and then I believe everyone will just return back slowly but surely.
Yeah, you jump ahead of my next question is how's the home life gravity workout to keep your members still sticky to your studio, and then they are still doing their regular exercise of what F45 offered online. I remember like the moment we were asked to shut the door, it was so immediate. Like we didn't have much time to react to it, and then everybody's adjusting to brand new things, and then nobody wants to break the law at all. But we also still want to offer the best to our members. I saw Kovan was doing great to offer like many live classes online every day. So how's the response from the members of the live workouts? Of course, the online workouts can never compare the vibe with the studio workouts, right? But what do your members say about that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was very prompt. We had, I think, 4 days to plan for the lockdown. So everything had to be really quick. Yeah, look, it was tough, you know, something that obviously it's not normal to all of us, including the members, including myself. So it's a lot of quick learning, a lot of adapting and changing, and just trial and error. But I mean, to be honest, I wasn't sure. I was hesitant in running live. Maybe it wasn't the right thing to do, but now in hindsight, it's been an absolute blessing. It's definitely kept me in shape personally, and it's also helped me with my mental fitness. So far, the response has been really good. We've got about just over 40% of our members take up live memberships, which isn't too bad. Actually, it was a lot more than what I anticipated. And like you said, it's not going to be the same. However, that community, that just being connected together online is why the guys are continuing to do F45 live. It's not so much about the workout. The workout's great, of course. It's all body weight. We still do resistance on resistance days using home equipment, etc. like that. Just being clever with rice bags and so on. Just whatever you can come up with. But the workout is good. Don't get me wrong. But it's that community. It's that connection with each other. That familiarity, right? A sense of normal kind of keeps us going. And it's honestly something I look forward to daily. And yes, we do run daily sessions 7 days a week. And yeah, a lot of my members, again, they're very, very appreciative. It's just being able to be connected, to have that sense of F45 Kovan with them at home. And yeah, it's just helping every single one of us get through this tough time.
Yeah, definitely. So let's say like a China girl of me talking about numbers, let's say $35 a week, and then it's $140 a month. And if we have 50 members, and then that's, we can cover quite a bit of our rent to start with, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's not obviously not gonna cover the entire overheads, and obviously the landlord's going to come to the party, but it definitely helps. It definitely gives us some kind of cash flow to be able to kind of like maybe offset a bit of a loss if we have to. But to be honest with you, like for me personally, I chose to do live. Purely not for the business side of things, purely just to keep my members engaged, keep them training, keep them active. Just purely that's the reason why I kept doing. I'll continue to do live and chose to do live. And then we've just grown steadily in the first, we're still growing and we're almost at the end of circuit breaker. So we're growing steadily each week, just based off a lot of referrals now. And yes, it does help just give us some cash flow. But honestly, it's more than just the cash flow right now. It's just about all of our well-being and mental fitness and so on.
Yeah, and to share with you, the franchisees in Shanghai shared with me that when the moment they opened the door, 75% of the members came back. And the other 25%, maybe they are still locked down their own country, they are not able to come back, or some of them, actually it's a small part of them still concerned, but they still can keep doing the workout at home with the live workout. And then now in China, the capacity is back to about 90%. So that's something for you to look forward to once your doors are open. So it can be like something like, can you share a bit with us, like how you've been so successful with building the community when you were in Australia, and then you came to Singapore, you knew nobody. when you came here, and then how you build this beautiful community again and again and again. Can you give us some tips free to share with our future? I mean, of course, like you're good at sharing, and then you know that the better the community of F45 being is better for everybody, and then the brand is bigger is better for everybody out there as well.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Sal, for the compliments. Yeah, honestly, I came to Singapore and I knew no one in my F45 community. I didn't know anyone around here in Kovan. So, yes, I was coming into unknown territories, but I never felt alone because I knew I was always going to have a community behind me. It was just only a matter of time. So, you know, what worked for us, and definitely, I mean, what kind of built us and built our community really quick is definitely, there's obviously a few things that come together, but definitely the strong brand presence of F45 in the market. So that definitely helped, and we just rode off the tail end of that. And then a really strong campaign, pre-sale campaign for months, you know, just educating the public on F45 and F45 Kovan and so on, and really making it personal. So I obviously put my face behind Kovan. So I highly recommend you know, put a face behind each and when you're on your studio. If you're just an investor, find that right person to be the face of your studio. If you're the owner operator, great, put yourself out there, because the members want to know who they're dealing with, right? And if you're trying to sell something that's not tangible yet, then they need to kind of get to know who you are, or who your team is, etc. So get your face out there, get your name out there, etc. And then just work on the people. Once you've got them into your studio, get to know them, you know, get to really know them. I'm heavy on my team with this, that we must know each and every single one of our members' names, and we must use them every single time they're in the studio. So it just makes it personal. It's an experience I don't get with any other gym when they just walk in, they're just a number. So in our studio, you're not a number. We know you personally. We want to get to know you. We want to get to know your goals. We want to understand why you're here. And then get amongst it, you know, get involved, run events, social events, you know, and get in the midst of it, live and breathe it. If you're an owner investor, find the right people to do that for you, you know, make sure the culture comes all the way from the top, all the way to the bottom. And just really focus on your members. And yeah, if you put in the effort, and you know, it's believable, it's genuine, then they're going to be your ambassadors, and you know, word of mouth and referral, they're just going to start flocking in. So yeah, to build a community, you need the people, and you need to connect with your people and know your people.
Yeah, I think I love the word the most is being kind is the best business strategy can be. And then being kind it's impossible to fake it. And then you can see that when I'm in the Kovan studio, I can see all the trainers care about the members a lot. And then you can see I encourage everybody here to follow F45 Kovan Instagram. You can see what kind of activity they're doing with their members. And then how sticky of the community can be. There's so many free online workouts out there, and then why people still want to pay money to be with with their own community, because they feel comfortable. They feel like everybody needs a third place. You're going to the work, you're going home. We need a third place to relax ourselves, and then make more friends out there. And then F45 is definitely the place. So, and then compare with Big Boss Gym is like the Big Boss Gym, actually they would like to sell you the membership, and they actually don't wish you to come so often. So when the new members come in and say, oh, actually it's an empty place, I have a lot of equipments to play with. And then but for F45, we encourage you guys come at least 3 or 4 times a week. Then you can see the results. Your friends and family can see you're happier, and then you're slimmer, and then you have more energy. And then you actually is the best ambassador for that community can be. So this is did I summarize it right for you, Tech?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and you bang on with the approach of selling. You know, we don't really sell. The members come in, they try, they experience. We do what we do best in delivering the training and the product and the service, etc. And the product again sell, and the whole experience sells itself. So if you deliver an amazing experience, they have really no choice but to sign up, because they just don't get that experience anywhere else. Yes, agreed.
Cool. And $1 million question before I let you go. Are you thinking about getting other F-45s in Asia?
Oh, definitely. I won't be stopping anytime soon. COVID's not going to stop me. It's only just putting everything on pause for now. But yeah, definitely, definitely.
100%. That's what we see in China. There's revenge. The revenge spending now. People realize medicine and hospital never save their life, so they're spending a lot of money on the gyms. So within no time, and I'm pretty sure you will start requests about territories with me very much soon.
Definitely.
Okay.
Thank you, Zhao, for having me.
Thank you, Tag. I know I cannot hold you even longer because you're going to jump on your live workout soon. So everybody, please check out F45 Kovan Instagram. They're doing some really fun campaigns, and then like lucky draws and things like that. It's really, really good. And again, thank you so much, Tag, for joining us. I'll let you go now.
All right. Thank you, Xiao. And guys, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram if you have any questions. I'm happy to share my experience, my knowledge. And if you're thinking about investing in F45, I highly recommend it. You know, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. And I wish you all the best, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.